Hi guys. Well, it's about a week later and I've got some parts here. Got a bridge, nice one, rosewood, pops right on there like that. It's going to be pretty. So happy about that. Let's have a look at some of these parts. This is a box from Next Gen. They're an outfit in Canada, obviously, and they sell parts, pots, switches, wire, all kinds of stuff like that. So I bought stuff from them before, and they're really good. So this is some parts that I will use, perhaps on this, perhaps on other things. There's a bag full of screws. These are all pickup screws for the rings and for the pickup themselves. We got a bag of springs. Where are we here? Pickup springs. Trim ring, pickup ring screws, black ones. A bunch of capacitors. Forget what they are, but capacitors, and a big long chunk of braided wire, which is like gold. So they got all that stuff. So there they are. Care to look them up? Next Gen, and they deliver really good. I placed my order. If not that day, then the next day it's processed, and then it's out the door. So they're excellent that way. So yeah, it's good to know that they're there. Anyway, so a lot of this stuff doesn't have a tremendous amount to do with the axe in question. So that's what's in here. We will see and figure out which way is up. And this thing, here. So there's a set of pickups in here, and a couple of other things too, which I can't remember. Oops. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of pointers, which are good to have for other stuff. I got a nut. This is a nut blank. I'm gonna have to make a nut for this. What else have I got in here? Oh, I've got a switch. Got myself a nice 90-degree switch and a jack. I got a decent jack for it. Okay, and now a piece of resistance. Set of pickups that I'm hoping will fit into this contraption. There's a certain amount of guesstimation involved. With size, there's precious little information on these OK guitars online. So, gotta make do with what I gotta do. So, there it is. It's actually a mini humbucker. Yeah. So, yeah. Pickup itself is going to fit okay, but the tabs are too close together for the holes in this, which means I'm going to have to do some work. Crap. So there they are, back one and a bridge one. And we'll see how they do. They were just inexpensive pickups, just something to put in the thing so I can get going. And then I'll keep my eyes to the ground for a little bit better quality parts if it needs it. But there we go. That's all the stuff. So I'll be back and we'll start putting some of the stuff in the guitar. Alrighty, so here's kind of what we're looking at. We've got the Bigsby. This is all just sitting there. There's the bridge sitting where it's supposed to be. You can see the red paint there, so I'm going to go roughly there like that. I'll measure it up and make sure. There's pickups, a pickup, and the problem now is, as you can see, the tabs don't even close to line up to the hole. So what am I going to do? Whoops! And it's a little narrow for the cavity. So I do have these. They came with the pickups. So I might be able to use these instead. Use these with those pickups. And the question becomes, what do we do with these holes? Because you'll still see them. So the mystery deepens. So yeah, this is about where I'm at right now. Got to back to the drawing board, do some thinking. So here you go. Okay. Well, here she is complete. And the Bigsby bridge. These pickups I found online. They're mini humbuckers because I didn't trust spending a lot of money on original ones. So I got these. These are little humbuckers. And I can always change them to P90s at some point, so that's why I went that route. We can move on down. Got these really cool inlays, which I really like shark tooth or whatnot. And then we come on up to the end. I'm missing a truss rod cover, which I can pick up off eBay. There's a couple there. And I'm also missing the pick guard, which is a little more challenging to find, but I will find one eventually and drop it in place. And we flip it over. You can get a look at the back. I put Gibson tuners on it. I had these, so I use those instead of the strip with the open back. I wanted something a little more stable, and I had them anyway, so I stuck those on there. A nice wear mark from previous owner, and his cowboy cords, which is cool. I like cowboy cords too. And then a bit of wear down here, I guess just from carrying it around. The screws to hold it in. These are a little bit chewed up, but there's still plenty of meat there to use a screwdriver. But I plan to take one of these over to Home Depot and see if I can find some new ones to replace them. And then we come back, have a look. A little bit of buckle rash there, that's it. And the rest of it is really quite nice. Nice binding. I really dig the binding. That's not the back one's just plain, but in the front one, let's see, it's got that triple binding, white, black, white, and black too. Yes, white, black, white, black, white. So that's really neat. And yeah, you can see the fading. It used to be red, hence the name Red Devil. Now it's more of an orange devil, but I like this. It's reminiscent of the old Gretches, like Brian Setzer's guitar, that has faded down to this lovely orange color, so I like that. And I like the shadows that the red left. And here you go. I got Gibson knobs on it for the time being until I can find some more appropriate ones. Not necessarily original ones, but something a little more retro that suits the guitar. So I'm keeping my eyes out for that. So the switch is a Gibson switch. I didn't like the one that originally was on it. Originally, it would have been a rotating one with the lever sticking out, and you go down, middle, up with the lever. And those things are prone to breakage, and they're hard to find, and that just wasn't worth it. So I stuck this on. You know, Gibson's been using them for 70 years, and they work great, so it seemed good enough for me. And I wasn't trying to make a factory original copy. I wanted a player. I mean, she clearly is. She's got wear and tear on it. and she's seen her days. So unoriginal parts I don't care about. You know, she's just a player. Even if I built it back to all original, money wise, it still wouldn't be worth a whole lot anyway. So yeah, I like the way it worked out. Pickups I'm probably going to change at some point. I just put these into as a proof of concept sort of thing, just to try it out and see how it sounds. And I really like the way it sounds. Nice acoustic qualities too. It rings out nicely. So there you go. Give me a minute. I'll plug it in, and we can hear what it sounds like. Okay, here we go. Oh, hang on. There, fix the drum. So she's all ready. Pickups, microphonic as hell. Holy crap! Listen, switching the thing, it picks that up. Wow. But they're El Cheapos. I paid $35 for the pair, brand new off eBay. So the whole point was just to get the thing playing and see if I like it. If I dig the guitar, then I'll put a little more money into jazzing up the pickups and whatever else needs done, and keep it. But so far, liking it. The neck is really thick. It's like baseball bat. Well, not baseball bat, but you know, like a 50-ish Les Paul kind of thing. Kind of fat. A little fatter than I normally like. There's garbage trucks out there. And but yeah, she works good. I'm happy so far. You know, so I've got it plugged into my Fender Blues Deluxe. I'm using an old school Rat for a little dirt, and there's a bit of delay stuck on there too, just to fatten things up a little bit. Apologize for my shitty slide playing. I just started teaching myself slide about a month ago, so I'm still learning. This is a good slide guitar anyway. Bring the action up a tad. It's fine the way it is, but I can bring up a tad and just use it for slide. Open G. So that's it. It's a lot of fun to build. I learned a lot. Never really dealt too much with one of these floating bridges before, so it was a different experience. Intonating it, you know, it's damn near impossible. All you can do is intonate the two E strings by sliding each end of the bridge back and forth a little bit till it's dialed in, and then hope the rest are right. So that's what I did, and I checked the other ones, and they were pretty close. So it's good enough for what it is. It's clean. Hang on. Okay, that's the bridge up to the neck. You can hardly hear it because if you look, you can see how far down it is from the strings. I need to get a bigger trim ring like this one. Need a bigger one like that to raise the whole thing up a little bit. So it never occurred to me when I bought the things. So I'll get that. That's not going to be all that much. And then it'll bring the pickup up closer and I'll get a better balance out of them. But that's just a little thing. So there you go. We have a K Red Devil. 1963. Any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.